Okay, yeah, so what I'm going to talk about is mental health and self esteem. Okay, without going too deep inside people and myself and obviously life, you know, I think everyone who is struggling with stress, whether that's at school, work, or in their mental health, all need self esteem. They all need something to give them confidence, to give them the self esteem to get through the situation. And sometimes self esteem comes from having that much stress placed on you that you can learn to control it and you condition yourself to it so you can work around with it and use it to your advantage. What mental health taught me is that sometimes when you've got these difficulties in your life, all you need is something to look forward to. It could be a night out with your friends. Because just because you're mentally ill, it doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself and let some steam off from time to time. You can't, control that. You've got to find a balance, and that's what life's all about. Not too high, not too low, just keeping it evenly balanced. And finding something to look forward to and having self-esteem, really, that's all people want. Because when you're mentally ill, you're that down in the dumps, or you're struggling that much with your thoughts and your thinking and the way you feel in your body with your emotions tearing you apart left, right, and centre. Is that you need confidence, you need self-esteem, you need to have something to look forward to. And from this is we can go really deep into stuff, but I try and work with the Maslow hierarchy of needs because that's always worked for me to an extent. The more I explore with it and you know analyze my own experiences from myself and how I felt as a person and how I've gained my self-esteem and confidence to overcome these things, the better I've been able to realize that it's not really the fact that I'm always mentally ill that's stopping me getting to where I need to be as a person, as a role model, as a father, as a workmate, a colleague, as an academic, as a friend, and someone who will give you good advice if you deserve it. I think that the hierarchy of needs have always worked for me because you've always got that need for self-esteem, and self-esteem relaxes the body. It gives you the confidence to not care about what's around you too much. Because sometimes mental illness, you feel like you're trapped in the world and society's against you. And you really do take it personally sometimes, and people don't realise that. And they're always quick to, tell you about all the negative stuff. And I don't like that, but this is why I'm trying to, get my story across so I can help people. And if you look up the hierarchy of needs, then, if you work with the hierarchy of needs, don't be scared to create your own ideas around it from your own experiences. And mental health, it is finding the experience to unlock the weakness, to create the good self-esteem that makes you think it's not that bad after all. And where I got that from is education, following the right people at the right time and going to the right places, whether that's the boxing gym, the rugby club, the leisure centre. I found that in setting goals and following the hierarchy of needs and just being a good person, because if you're a genuine person and you're doing no one no harm, then your intentions are good and they can't do too much about that. No one can doubt that when they've seen a good person and they're trying their best. And you've always got to try your best, and mental health taught me to try my best all the time. So the things that unlock the self-esteem for me is education, work, the way I applied myself to work and how I work with the working relationships, and stay genuine to who I am and what made me who I am, and never forgetting those that helped me on the journey. Sometimes you have to work on different relationships at different times. But a true friend is someone you'll meet again and it's still the same situation. And what mental health also taught me is that people will give you a hard time. People will, rub your face in the dirt and make you eat the dog muck. But if you are resilient enough and you keep putting your mind in the right places and figuring it out with your hierarchy of needs and your self-esteem, then you'll find a way around it. And you'll learn to be a winner. A winner in yourself. A winner in solving your own personal problems. And I think we've all got problems, but, people, they tend to be hypocrites. And some people know what their problems are and they just can't get past that, and it's a hard way of living, and that's all they've ever known. So, try and help people if you can, but you can't change everyone. They've got to want to change and they've got to want that drive inside them. But what I say to myself is, if I can find the experience to unlock the weakness and iron it out and stay true to who I am and be genuine and work hard and turn up with the right attitude and doing good people good turns, then I can find the key to unlocking the self-esteem. And you stop, start, refocus, and you just create a good thing around you with good people and the right people you want to be around. And just don't be a horrible person, be nice. And self-esteem, unlocking your self-esteem, whether that's through the hierarchy of needs or finding your own way of doing it, I just follow that because I like that model and the way it works for me, and I find I can get a lot from it and I can feed ideas into it and bounce it off at all different angles, and it's something I can point people to and they can follow the way I do it as well, so I love it. But yeah, just having the self-esteem and something to look forward to, and knowing that as long as you're learning and you're creating a better you can learn to live a better life within the community and be accepted by the right people. But remember, this self-esteem will give you the confidence to say, you don't matter anymore. I can do this. I've got past this. I'm better than that. Let's show people what we can do. Try it, mate.